Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Chinaza's Life. If you're new here or if you're a returning subscriber, I want to thank you for taking the time out to tune into this video today. So guys, as the title suggests, we are going to get into it today, okay? I've seen my fair share of heartache and pain, and I feel like what better way to discuss how I was able to overcome it than sharing it with you all. So in today's video, we're going to be covering how you can get over someone, how you can get over a breakup, how you can get over your ex. And trust me y'all, I know our generation, this is not only for official exes, this is for the unofficial exes, the talking stages that never made it, the texting stages that never made it, the person that you thought you was gonna be with for mad long but only ended up being with them for one conversation and then you never seen them again, and then, you know, like I know how we can be. And this is really a new series that I wanted to bring to you all. Basically just having like girl talk, or you know, for the fellas watching too, y'all could tune in. But basically just having like a little girl talk, and you know, we're just really offering you guys some advice based off my own life experiences and really just the experiences of those around me. And I feel as though I want to be able to cultivate a safe space, cultivate a community where we're all able to just come together to uplift and to help each other navigate these things. Because I feel like as it relates to relationships, talking stages, situationships, there's always so many blurred lines, there's always so much confusion, and really just, you know, when it comes to getting over somebody, it's just kind of like, how do you do it? Like, how do you navigate it? Like, is there an average time? Like, am I doing this wrong? Should I move on? Like, am I supposed to be doing XYZ? So in today's video, I aim to kind of tell you guys, based on my experiences, what I think the best ways to get over somebody are. Now, of course, I don't know it all. I'm not a relationship guru. I am not a therapist, and I'm definitely not an expert when it comes to relationships. But again, I feel as though I have been able to overcome tough situations, and I feel like I've been able to kind of come up with a list of things that are very helpful in getting over somebody that have proven to be effective for me, and I really just want to share that with you all. You know, I know that it can be such a difficult, weird, uncomfortable phase, especially for those who are getting out of, you know, long-term relationships, or even I know that I'm someone with a really big heart, so I can know you for 2 weeks and I could feel like I'm in love, and then suddenly we stop talking and I'm just like, what's happening? I feel like heartbreak, like there's no set time frame as to getting your heart broken or as to getting over someone. Because again, especially as women, I feel as though we create these ideas of people in our head and of this perfect fairy tale and of this like dream person. And then when things end and it all comes crashing down, we start to blame ourselves and we start to think like, did I do something wrong? Is there something wrong with me? How come they didn't want me? And we think all of these negative thoughts, and sometimes it can be so overwhelming to the point where we kind of lose ourselves. We don't even know who we are anymore, especially without this person in our lives. And a lot of the times we have some negative coping that comes along with it, especially as it relates to, you know, hurting other people, because I feel like the phrase hurt people is definitely true, especially as it relates to getting out of a relationship and kind of just hopping into another one. I know that a lot of the times people will be like,
oh, the best way to get over someone is to get under somebody else.
Now, again, do what you want, but I personally feel like you have to make sure that you're actually whole within before going and, you know, being with someone else. If you're not actually ready to move on, you shouldn't be moving on. Now, some people, of course, are able to get over people sooner than others, but you have to know yourself and you have to actually have that feeling. Because what I've experienced when in getting over someone, you know. When you know, you know. I feel as though sometimes people can just jump into another situation after getting their heart broken, and now you're damaged and you're realizing that, oh wow, like I'm still not over person XYZ, but when I'm with this person, you know, it kind of fills the void. But what you have to realize is that when you feel like you're missing someone or you're missing a part of yourself because of that other person that you're no longer with, what you're looking for is within, girl. Like, it's within you. Like, you were whole before this person. You don't need them to be whole. Now, another person can come into your life, but, you know, how are they going to love you wholly if you don't love yourself wholly? I think that after a breakup, the best way to get over someone is to re-fall in love with yourself. I feel as though sometimes you can get so lost, so caught up in, you know, pleasing this person and being there for them. And not to say that you shouldn't be in love or infatuated or whatever the case may be, but sometimes it's too much to the point where you legit don't even know who you are without this person. So in saying that you should love on yourself even more, this means just doing nice things for yourself. This means taking yourself out on dates. This means finding new hobbies or doing some of your favorite things, cooking some of your favorite foods. And y'all, I'm not saying that this is going to take a week. I know that it can take a long time, and I want you to know that that's okay too. I feel like one of the worst things that you can do is to rush your healing process. And I think that everyone has a different healing process. I know for me personally, it really depends. I feel like based on my experiences, if the disrespect was up here, I'm gonna get over you in like 2 seconds. But like, if I thought things was going good and, you know, all of a sudden it ended, I'd be confused, I'd be hurt. I think one of the most important things is just allowing yourself to feel what you're feeling. And what I mean by that is whether you're angry, you're sad, you're confused. I think that it's just important to allow yourself to process these feelings, because in doing so, you're actually allowing yourself to take things like day by day. Sometimes especially for those love hard people, or, oh, he gonna change people. He not. If he wanted to, he would've done it. So I think that it's important to kind of weigh out the pros and weigh out the cons. I feel like once you make that list, sometimes you realize like, maybe we are better off not together. And I feel as though when you make this list too, guys, it can help you in future situations where you can also list what your negative traits were in this relationship. You can maybe realize that, like, you know, like maybe I should do XYZ instead, or maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe I did this too fast, or maybe we rushed into this. So then now you're able to take what you learned from that relationship. It's kind of like an exit survey in a way. It's like, all right, like this is what went well, this is what didn't go well, this is what I could have improved on, and really just take that and kind of bring it in with you and just kind of like think on it. And then in doing so, it's kind of like that's officially having your peace with the relationship, officially saying goodbye to this person. And mind you, this does not involve them. Now, if you want to do that, you could go ahead and do that. But I feel like most of the times it helps in getting over someone to no longer contact them. Now for me, I'm not really someone who blocks people unless they did me real dirty, like real disrespectful stuff. But I feel like sometimes you need to unfollow. I feel like personally, when you tweet watching, when you stalking their IG, when you doing all this stuff, it's just gonna make the healing process drag on. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot ever check their page, and I'd definitely be lying if I'm saying that I never checked nobody's page, but what I'm saying is kind of like having it as a habit to the point where you need to check it every single day. I feel like you're not going to get over them. Like, you're just gonna keep on reminiscing. You're just gonna keep on wondering what they're doing, what they're up to, what they're saying, if they're talking about you. And honestly, it's just really not healthy in my personal opinion. Honestly, I know a lot of people don't want to hear this too, but guys, when you start to work out after a breakup, y'all don't know, you better put on some of your favorite music, blast that music. Your workouts is about to be lit, and you about to be extra snatched too. So I know that, you know, it's about to be the winter, it's about to be cold, but there are home workouts that you can do. I feel like, you know, working out, getting that adrenaline pumping is definitely just a mood booster as is. And especially if you're doing it to some of your favorite songs, I feel like, you know, just getting up, just being active, and really working out, you're going to not only feel good, but you're also going to look good. I know that sometimes, you know, you want to come snap back like, yup, I know a lot of people be getting finer after the break. You know, I know. But yeah, guys, I think that working out is definitely a great coping mechanism. And I'd also say too, if you feel like you need to eat a tub of ice cream for 2 weeks straight, then do that. If that's part of your healing process, then let it be so. Do not, above everything, when things ended in a disrespectful way and you know for sure you would not tolerate that disrespect, do not allow that disrespect back into your life just because of comfort. I feel like a lot of the times that's why people end up in situations that are toxic environments, because they're like, oh, you know, like, well, we've always been together and we always do. Sometimes, baby girl, sometimes it's time to go. Sometimes your third time, fourth time breaking up, you need to realize maybe there's a reason y'all keep on breaking up. Maybe it is time to end this officially. Maybe, you know, the disrespect was too loud, so you do not need to keep on going back and forth with that. I think that it's so important when it comes to, you know, finding yourself after a breakup to protect your peace, you know? Maybe, you know, take a social media break. Because a lot of the times, if you're seeing constant relationships just shoved in your face, you know, if you're logging onto Instagram, that's the first thing you're seeing. Maybe you need a break from that. I know that sometimes it's like seeing certain things will trigger you. Whatever those triggers are, you know, maybe avoid those things. Maybe don't engage in certain conversations. You need to also remember who you are. And by that, I mean remembering that you are this beautiful, independent, strong woman who doesn't need somebody to be great. You are already great on your own. Now, of course, when you have a partner, they're making you greater because you're both feeding into each other and both making each other greater. But know that you were already whole without this person. You didn't need this person to be complete. You were already complete on your own. I think that for me, in realizing that and realizing just how much I'm worth and that, you know, knowing that I'm more precious than rubies and diamonds is just like, man, like, you know, it's their loss. Now, of course, it's going to hurt. It's going to sting at first. It's going to make you mad. It's going to make you sad. It's going to make you angry. It's going to make you want to hit something. Sign up for boxing. But, you know, after all those feelings and just allowing yourself to process these feelings, there is a calm after the storm, guys. And above all, I think one of the most important things in this whole healing process is being gentle with yourself. And again, what I mean by that, it's really just giving yourself grace and realizing that this is not a one-day project, this is not a two-day project, but you know, it's gonna take as long as you need it to take, and that's okay. I feel like it's important for us to realize that, you know, in general, relationships are a gamble. First of all, life is a gamble. Another day is not guaranteed. But on top of that, relationships are a gamble. And what I mean by that is that when you're investing into someone and someone's investing back into you, you're taking a risk, you're being vulnerable, you're being open. So it's just kind of like when that's suddenly abruptly cut off, of course we're going to feel shocked. Of course we're going to feel hurt. But also what we need to realize is that it's gonna get better, but it can't get better with no work being put in by you. So guys, in closing, I want you to all know that, you know, if you're going through this situation, I know firsthand how hard it can be. And I definitely want you to know that you're strong enough to make it through this, and that you're beautiful, and that you're loved, and that you will be loved in the way that you want to. You just have to, you know, keep on doing the inner work and the rest will follow. I want you to know that, you know, it may be hard at first, but it definitely does get better with time and with the work that you're putting in. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, why are you not subscribed? I feel like if you made it to this point of the video and you're not subscribed, like, you was probably just waiting for a sign, right? So this is the sign. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure to pause this video and hit that subscribe button. Also, y'all, make sure to turn on the post notifications by tapping the bell icon so that you're notified when I'm posting a new video or a new little poll thingy or all that good stuff. If you're not following me over on Instagram, you can find me over there at Chinaza's Life. We are on the road to 500 followers over on that IG. Let me not even give just a number, because, you know, we on the road to infinity followers. But the point is that we get in there day by day, so definitely make sure to give me a follow over there for all your lifestyle, fashion, travel. I share my beauty tips, food, everything, literally everything, so definitely make sure to check that out. And also, guys, you can find me over on Twitter at Chinaza's Lens. So definitely look forward to more little chit chats like this. If you guys have any topics that you'd like for me to discuss in this type of style, especially as it relates to relationships or just love or life in general, definitely let me know your suggestions down in the comment box below. So that is all that I have for today, and I thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you back for my next one.